Well, hi, it's James here. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone in the US who celebrates it. It's a long weekend, so it's a good time to enjoy time with family and friends. But we had the Thanksgiving rally before the weekend began, and I want to go through quickly what happened and where the opportunities might be and what I'm busy trading. And I also want to let you know that we've now got a scheduled structure for our video releases. So I'll be doing a natural gas update every Monday morning and my Sunday live streams, plus a midweek video like this one covering technicals on various markets and opportunities that are happening right now and right at the moment. So let's get straight into it and let's see what actually happened. I think the first place to look at is the stock market. And of course, we saw a massive rally on the NASDAQ and the S&P moving up sharply yesterday. And crucially, on the NASDAQ, breaking up through key resistance, not only the two moving averages, the 20 and the 50, which had to be got through, but also breaking up and holding above this sort of left-hand shoulder in what many might have seen as a potential head and shoulders pattern. And now that we've closed above that level, at least it's nullified it for now, and it's turned it slightly more bullish. My overall target remains up at the green blob, closer to 27,000, right up there. And that's the top of this rising channel. The only time we got through the bottom of the channel was with the tariff sell-off, and then we followed that up with the Zweig breadth thrust straight back in and right back up to the top of the channel. I think we're going to try and get back there again. Same sort of thing on the S&P, and this is not going to be a long video. I just want to give you the sort of overall gen, breaking up through the two crucial moving averages, not moving up to the channel or sort of trend line top, but moving up very bullishly as well in what you might think is a sort of a mini Zweig breadth thrust there on the S&P and also on the NASDAQ, a similar sort of shape. I'm also long on the German 30, and I didn't get long on Google. Unfortunately, it's one that I missed out on, should have got long ago, but we are long on MSTR, looking for a bounce out of this zone, and actually quite interesting play, given what's going on with MicroStrategy and JP Morgan and so on, and the bit of a large tiff that they're having. And it seems like the news swings every day. It seems like Michael Saylor's on the ascend in that fight or argument or attack, whatever you want to call it. But basically trying to base here, and we've got some good reversal days, sort of one up, one down, 4 in a row, right up against hard support. And if we look at this on the weekly chart on MSTR, it's the breakout level of that previous all-time high and triple top, and it should be pretty firm. If we break down through there, next level is the green line in the center, which is where the 200 period moving average is, and the center of this most highly traded zone. And if we break down through there, then we've got to get to the bottom of that range and that last breakout, and that's going all the way back to 2021. I think that's the least likely scenario. Keep in mind that the 200-day moving average week is still some distance below us at about 137. We may have to test that. But I'm long on MSTR too. Long on Tesla, Coinbase. I like all of these actually. And NVIDIA is the only one that I'm a little worried about. But it looks like we have an abandoned baby reversal candle pattern here. And well, I'm long and we're trying to get out of here. All of these names I think will rush up into the end of the year, and potentially the momentum will take them through into next year too. So that's stocks. Don't want to talk about currencies too much, just to say that we're short on the dollar yen, and that's moved down beautifully. We're also long on the Aussie, and that's moving up nicely, eventually bouncing out of there, and looks quite good actually. I think we can break through the top of the channel, holding the 200, the purple line here, which is really good news. 200 Bollinger Bands up here at the top, at the last spike, and then I think we can get up into the 0.7s, so holding that long. We took profit on our Euro USD long yesterday, ahead of Thanksgiving. Just a little bounce, about 40 pips out of there. That might get going. We might have another go at that one, as I see that the dollar index is pulling down and may continue to weaken. I don't know how far though. Maybe just 1 or 2% if if it moves down. So going across to along Bitcoin, I've got all the 4-hour charts up here. Trading this frantically yesterday. Long on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana. I'll show you my green arrows. You can check them out. There's my long entry on Bitcoin. We've got them all right at the bottom, folks. There, Ethereum right at the bottom there, XRP right at the bottom, Solana also right at the bottom. So long on all of these, and we got long at the lowest possible point when I felt comfortable, and I think we could keep moving up. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. I don't want to spend too much time on everything because we've got this is a quick video update. Please join me for the live stream on Sunday. I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to repeat it badly. Please join me for the live stream on Sunday. And the links are on this channel. And you can ask me your own questions too. and we have a whole hour there, and we can go through, and it's free, and you can just come along with your questions and get some of them answered. So this is Bitcoin. Now, we still have a big problem trading up inside what many still do call a bear flag right here, but we've broken above. This is the 4-hour chart, above the 50 and the 100. Let's go to the day chart, more relevant. And there's that little channel that we were talking about, the potential bear flag. Still is that. We're still going to get through there and close above it. And we've got a larger channel that we're trading within, which looks more like a bull flag. So we're in a bear flag within a bull flag, potentially, both of them. Neither of them are broken out yet, so they're not flags just yet. Wait for the breakouts. But notice, on Bitcoin, overall picture, I still sort of stick to this plot. We came down to the 78.6% Fibonacci of the move up from the breakout, from that 75,000 all-time high. We retested it once, actually triple bottomed it over here. Do we need to retest it again? Probably not, because the job's been done already. And if we'd like to hold here, if the market and Saylor, BlackRock, JP Morgan can all get their shit together, then maybe we can hold here, because I think it's all in the interest of everyone. It's not just one of them. They're all involved in this, and they all have vested interests. There's no point in fighting. That sounds very simplistic, of course. So do we need to get back down to that red line? Or do we need to get further down to this long-term channel line that we've got going back all this way? It's not the best channel. I think we could hold here at the 786, last chance Fibonacci. That's why it's called that, last chance. And I always take that last chance. And here we are, and we're bouncing out. So that looks okay to me. I'd like to see, obviously, a move up through the day chart here, through there, through the 20, through the channel. And then we've got the moving average cluster. Loads of work to do for Bitcoin. Loads and loads and loads of work. But I remain long. And we've, as I said, got fresh positions on across the board here. I've also got positions on ADA, Uni, Litecoin, and Link. Link we've covered. Paul was covering yesterday. Link's an important one. Go and check that out. I added some more long positions to my Link trade yesterday, pending this breakout. I like it very much, and it's still cheap. And there's at least a 3x opportunity here from $10 up to 30-ish. Well, let's call it 2.5 to be more realistic. You can go check out Paul's videos on the channel, on the crypto part of the channel here. He's the crypto guy, much better than me. So let's go on to gold and silver. I've literally not changed anything. I'm short on gold, long on silver. Silver's gone up faster than gold, so we're in profit right now. That was a hedge, and it's looking good. I'm also short on copper, but I'm hedged, and 2 short positions covered by 1 long position equal to the size of those 2 added together. I don't know which way this is going to go. It's looking quite bullish, actually. And we don't really want copper to collapse if we want the rest of these markets to keep moving up. So I don't want to see a catastrophe going on like we saw there with the tariff story. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see it collapse. But really, I think it's probably a little bit overbought. And we've got a slight chance of a double top here that it could move down. It's interesting. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. That's why I've hedged it. No clue. Same with gold and silver. But gold and silver working out. Nothing on platinum. Moving up. Don't really like it. And I want to talk about lithium. We're long on lithium. We're talking about metals, although this is an energy, like uranium, energy metal, or a storage metal rather. It's moving up. We got long at the dip. Perfect. Love it. I think that's going to be a good winner. Plenty of upside for that one. Same with uranium. Another one of these energy plays, long on uranium. I think energy overall has got a bright future. So I'm long on CEG2, another energy play. Go and check that out. Constellation Energy. Like the looks of that. And I'm long on natural gas now. Was long, but we got hedged ahead of the long weekend. So this is the natural gas futures at FXCM, where I've switched over to. I explained it in yesterday's live stream for members. Why? If you don't know why, go and listen to the members live stream. So there we are. It's the same as the Henry Hub price. I bought on the dip down here, and I hedged. I actually took profit for the weekend. But the idea is to get long on natural gas, any dips, and I might just resume my original long position. I'm short on WTI, but long on Constellation Energy, lithium, uranium, natural gas. Fantastic. And now quickly on to the softs and grains. We're still long on cotton. We got long last week. This is the cash price on cotton. Just a dip down through that support and a bounce back up and a spike low through there. I think cotton will perform a move, something like that. Keep that in mind. You can go and check out the levels. I know I'm going through fast, folks, so that's okay. Not much else. We're short on coffee. Coffee, it's just faffing around, but I think any opportunity to short this, maybe even on much higher rallies, back up to this original red short. And we got out at the bottom there, took profit on that move down from the top down to the bottom. Fantastic trade. It bounced out of there very rapidly. I didn't expect it to bounce so quickly. In fact, I thought it might move down, as you can see, but instead we moved up. So I shorted it again at the underside of that green path over there. I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's just a drawing. It's not even a trend line, but that's where I got short, and we may have to sell further up, maybe even back up to the original high or even slightly higher, but I still like the short on coffee. Let me go back to that page actually, and there's a long way for this to go down once we get moving, if we get moving, and right down into the more sensible levels. Point of control down at about 450-ish on coffee. Nothing on the others really. I've been focusing on non-edible stuff really, like crypto and stocks, getting long on the stocks now. The Rand, I'm not going to talk about that. I do want to talk about Bitcoin dominance ticking up. If you're a Bitcoin trader, you know what that means. Keep an eye on that. That was because of Bitcoin's beautiful rally, but the others got to catch up. And then the Bitcoin gold chart, thankfully, thank the powers that be that we bounced out of here so far. And remember, we broke down through that angled trend line. Let's put this on a weekly chart. Very long-term angled trend line with a test, over-under trend line. Beautiful. And I thought we would break down through there. Once we got through there, it was sort of much all over. But I did say that we could or might hold the horizontal just below there, and we are trying to. That horizontal comes from all the way back down here on the Bitcoin gold chart. If this moves up and keeps moving and breaks out of this pattern, it will propel Bitcoin up very quickly. So folks, that's all I've got to say today. Let's go back to the only charts that are busy moving, and that's Bitcoin. I'm going to look at this on the 4-hour chart and just holding up there really strongly. Please join me on Sunday for the live stream. Links below. Join up our members group. Links below. And have a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend. I'm not trading today. There will be limited trading tomorrow until lunchtime in the US, but some of the markets will be open around the world, and currency markets, of course. Remember that I've got a long on the Aussie and a short on the dollar yen. And then on Sunday, we're going to be doing our live stream. And then from next week, we're going into normal scheduling. I'm back fully at ArcisFX. So a video every single day of the week, except for Saturdays, I think. Take care. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and I'll speak to you soon.